Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Natalie Bailey and Isaac Barnett. The two of you have been married for 3 years, though you've been together for 6 years. You have one-year-old daughter together. Mrs. Bailey, you have bought Mr. Barnett here seeking $3,600 for money to reimburse you for a car you say Mr. Barnett gave to, sold to, or somehow lost to a scam artist. And we will talk about
both did that.
Towards the end. But before we do that, I'm going to start out with Mr. Barnett. Why don't you tell me a little about your marriage and why we're here in divorce court
Well, you know,
today?
my marriage, my wife, Natalie, you know, she is too controlling. You know, besides that, we're good, but she's a little on the controlling side, you know. For example, you know, one day I was at the house and I'm on the internet, you know, and a pop-up on my screen, you know, for escort service or so. So I was kind of curious. So I dialed the number up one time and just like see how everything goes, you know, how
just out of sheer curiosity.
Yeah, just like, you know, just
called escort.
yeah. I mean, we've done that. Everybody's done that, right?
Just to see what happened, Mr. Barnett.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, she right. So I was just kind of, I was bored. I mean, I shouldn't have done it, but I did it. And so anyway, I didn't give the girl my information or anything like that. So, you know, I hang up and I call my boy up to go work at the gym. So Natalie, you know, she wakes me up in the morning with a tape recorder saying, hey, I bugged the house. I got that conversation. Who is this? Who's such and such? I'm like, oh my God.
She bugged the house?
Yeah, she bugged the house with a tape recorder. She has to know everything that's going on around the house.
I happen to put a recorder in there just because of past stuff, just to see what my husband's doing while his wife is at work.
I can't lie like that. That's my biggest fear. Bro. Privacy. I don't care if we married, if we best friends, it don't matter. That's illegal. I don't know if it's illegal. Y'all let me know if that's illegal. That's your home, but nah, I can't live like that. Why not just leave? Why not just go? You gonna sit there and run the video back? Cheating. Allegedly, bro. I don't like that.
You know, high risk. So I listen to the recorder. I hear my husband schedule an appointment for a massage. I'm like, wait a minute, he's on my health insurance. He already gets physical therapy. What does he need a massage for? So then I get my game on tight, and I said, you know what? He was calling an escort service. So I hear him say, can I speak to so-and-so? This is so-and-so. I would like to schedule an appointment.
I get it. I understand the nature of the conversation. Give me another example of the kind of things that she does.
Well, another example that Natalie does, you know, she gets she says I'm flirting. She calls me a flirt. So we'll be at restaurants. I wear glasses, you know, for reading and stuff to see what I'm saying. I call them my see what I'm saying. So I take them off. I don't even wear them at the restaurant anymore. Natalie orders my food because I don't want to look at the waitresses because she'll think I'm flirting with the waitress. If a waitress says, oh, yeah, I recommend that, I says, okay, I'll try that then. That's flirting with Natalie right there. So, you know, one time where I was driving my truck as well. I was driving my truck, I just bought this used truck.
You know what? Enough.
And there was a big old, I thought it was a mailbox, Your Honor. It was big and blue. And my wife, you know, I could see her in front of me. She's in front of me looking in her mirror, looking in her side mirror like this. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's that? She goes, oh, I saw you looking at that big old booty. I thought it was a mailbox or something like that. You know, I thought it was a mailbox.
Thank you, Mr. Barnett. Ms. Bailey, why don't you respond
to your
right. allegations?
We've lived in the same area for the last 5-6 years, Your Honor. Okay? You know if there's a mailbox there, all right? And the only reason why he would say something like that is because I'm driving and he's behind me. So I know my husband more than he knows himself. So I'm driving in front of him and I see a bride, you know, or a woman, I'm sorry, with, you know, a nice size, you know, but my husband's into butt.
I didn't know that. No, I'm not into butts. I like everything.
So he's into it. He's into butt. So I'm like, okay, I bet you he is going to look. I happen to look in my rear view. He's on the phone talking to his boy.
I don't know she saw it. I didn't even look at that. I didn't see that. I thought it was a mailbox. I thought it was a mailbox.
A look?
Really?
Who cares? I mean, it's not like he's trying to get out of the car or anything.
And on top of that, Your Honor, she set my client up. You set him up, bro. You gonna drive down the street where you know that they be jogging and walking. I'm talking. You gonna drive down that street where they be doing all that? That's number one. I don't like that. But number two, he talk a lot. You talk a lot, bro. And my thing with it is, I think she told the absolute honest truth. They know us better than we know ourselves, bro. They know us way better than we know ourselves, bro. We got, I don't even want to say giving women more credit, but we got to start waking up. We just gotta wake up, bro. Just the same way that you know that she gonna be in the line for the new Lululemon and the new water bottles and the new handbag, purse, belt, buckle, shoestring, strap, accessory, and they come with the fur boots, but the boots ain't really fur. They wool, sheep, cloth, some of it, shit like that. Yeah, it's gonna be like that. Like, we know that, we understand that, but it be the other way around too. They know that we waiting on that new Madden to drop. They know that we waiting to get, whatever, rims, tire, whatever your thing is. They know that. They understand that. So just be aware. Same way that you know her, she know you. It's chess, not checkers. Together. I'm not saying don't work with a.
Right, but you know what?
I'm just looking.
It's built on.
I got you. Mr. Barnett, why don't you tell me?
My point is, I knew he was going to do it.
Yeah, I get you. Tell me about what happened when you were pregnant.
The whole time, first of all, I was high risk, so I was in the hospital for a whole month.
Right.
The whole month.
I was there every month. I even bought you a laptop.
Hang on, Mr. Barnett. Hang on. Go ahead, Ms. Bailey.
Right. The laptop he let me borrow occasionally. He didn't let me keep it the whole time for me to watch movies or whatever to occupy my time. I sat in there. He might have spent the night 6 nights out of a month.
But every other night I stayed there for 18 hours.
Hang on, Mr. Barnett. Go ahead, Ms. Bailey.
Because he doesn't like hospitals. When this is our child, you need to be there with me. That's what you need to do all the time. So I was in there. He's at home, Xboxing it up.
I was not
Xboxing it up. I mean, I have friends that were calling me like, you by yourself?
Did you leave her alone at her low point? She's in the hospital for a month, can't go anywhere when you're not there?
No, she made me sound like I'm the bad guy
no,
right there.
No, he said I always want sympathy.
I was always there 18 hours a day. I stayed until she falls asleep, Your Honor.
Negative.
The only time I didn't go was like maybe 4 days. Yeah, about 4 days. That was it. Every other day I'm like 18 hours there. Like I said, I bought her the laptop from when I'm there. I want to talk about me, about all this stuff, but she's not telling everything about her. About she's addicted to the casino. She's
I don't get my hair done. I don't get my nails done. I don't do anything for myself. What I do is I go to the casino.
Do you have a limit on how much you spend at the casino?
I probably was a little bad, but I'm good now. I actually had a piece of paper showing my wins and losses, and I was up like $1,500.
She looked for
that's what I did. I always use my card.
Who spends the rent money at the casino, Your Honor? We go there to play a free play.
Were you spending the rent money at the casino?
She spent the rent money, Your Honor.
I've been paying the rent for the last 2 years by myself.
She can spend the rent money, right?
I've always...
Mr. Barnett, if you turn around and talk to those people, I am going to put you out that door.
But
put your hands down, don't turn around, stand still, don't holler, don't point, don't raise your hand.
I apologize.
Do you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Holy cow, how do you do it?
You know what? Exactly. He does a lot of this, but it doesn't make no sense.
You say that you held down the house and paid the rent for 1.5 years, but you don't feel appreciated for it. Explain that to me.
Little things, he's just not romantic. I've done, above and beyond for this man, and he knows it, and that's why he's still here.
I am romantic.
But there's things like, I've been talking about Godiva chocolates for 6 years, Your Honor.
Right.
And do you think I've had some Godiva chocolate from my husband? I've been talking about it on a regular.
But,
seen a commercial like, oh, I haven't had you in over 6 years.
But that's just being unappreciative because, like I said, when I bought her her first birthday, I gave her $300 cash, right? I didn't get a chance to buy her a present, so we were in the back of the car, and I said, you know what, happy birthday. Gave her $300 cash. She looked at it like, thanks.
Y'all let me know, is 300 good enough? Is 300 good enough? I was having a conversation and allegedly 500 ain't neither. 500 ain't cutting it, bro. Or should you be out shopping? Or should you be in the house writing a poem or something like that? Or should you take on a picnic? Or should you take it downtown, let it walk next to the water? Think like you gonna push in there, something like that. Drop her pretzel in the water, then the little pigeons come down or something. Drop your load to see if she gonna meet you somewhere, but she don't never meet you. I digress. Yeah. I digress, man.
I'm like, wow.
Well, you know, that's not a good gift. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not a good gift. You could have made dinner for her and got further with that.
You think so?
Absolutely.
See, that's okay. I don't mind. I like advice too. You know.
Yeah.
I'm open to that. You know.
Thing.
But I'm not used to. I mean, you know, I like to buy her big stuff. You know what I mean? Buy her big things. You know, like.
But the idea of giving a gift is not doing something you'd like.
Right.
It's doing something she'd like.
I do.
It's not about what.
I got you.
Right. You gotta turn off the I want section of your brain and say, what does she want?
Yeah,
and deliver on that.
I do. I think I do that though.
Right.
We go to the casino. That's what she likes.
The last Valentine's Day, he gives me.
She likes the casino.
He gives
Everything
me an
Your Honor,
iPad,
Your Honor.
and I appreciated that. But I don't like electronics. I didn't even have cable when he first moved in with me.
I need a
He knows
cable.
I'm not into stuff
But
like
not
that.
interested in understanding what you want
Right.
and what you need.
I can see in the
That's why you
outside
don't
world.
feel
We need a cable for the
Mr.
news.
Barnett, let me tell you this.
Right?
Let me tell you this. One of the big secrets to women is they like to be heard.
Yeah, they
you
do.
cannot hear a woman if you talk too much.
You're right.
And you
Absolutely.
talk too much.
Yeah.
You talk all the time and you talk about yourself.
You know what?
Mr. Barnett, you talk so much you cannot be responsive to the questions that are asked to you because all you can hear is yourself. You're just one big canyon echoing your own needs and
Trust me.
banging off the sides of your brain.
She's good. That's her.
I look at you. You're still talking.
She's good.
You're still talking.
Okay.
Still talking.
Okay, I'm going to say that everybody turned against me.
Still talking.
Somebody turned against me, Your
Work
Honor.
with me.
Everybody turned against me, Your Honor.
Still talking.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm going to
Your
be
Honor,
cool.
I record our conversations just to show him how he gets
Maybe I can
angry
look
in
at
the
that.
beginning. And I'm like, okay, I record it. That way we can work on our relationship to talk about where we go wrong in an argument.
Well, I think recording is going wrong right there.
Yeah.
I don't really think he needs the Secret Service.
Yeah, I don't need the Secret
But you
Service
don't even want to
recording.
listen to it to work on
I don't
it.
even want
You're going to need
hear
a straitjacket in a minute. You need
Sorry,
to
Your Honor.
stop it. You had a story about a loss that you had and his response to it. Could you please explain that to me?
Absolutely. I was pregnant before my daughter was born. I ended up losing that baby. I had to push the baby out. Baby was not alive in my stomach. They had to induce me.
Go ahead, go through labor.
So we're in the hospital. I'm waking up in my sleep. You know, I can see my husband on the phone. Later on, I look and see that he's
Mr.
on.
Barnett, don't turn around. What's the matter with you?
Sorry,
She's telling us a heartbreartbreaking story that lost her child, and you chit-chatting with a gallery. Cut it out.
Sorry, Your
Go
Honor.
ahead.
So at this point, I'm kind of tired. I'm drained. I was up all night. I'm putting on my socks. I'm putting on my shoes, and my nurse, noticed that my husband was there. In the meantime, the social worker came and asked me, are you comforted? Do you have comfort? I said yes, just because I didn't want to bust him out at the time. And then we leave. We're in the car now, and I asked him, I said, do you feel that you comforted me? And he said, I was there, wasn't I? I said, okay. So because you're there physically, that basically means that you're 100% there for me.
Mr. Barnett, I'm going to ask you to come up and respond solely to that hurtful experience she just shared with me.
Okay.
Do you recall it?
Not exactly everything. The consoling part, I always console her. I'm like, it's to the point where I always say sorry for things I ain't even done yet. I'm sure we all have done that. And
what did I just ask you?
Respond solely to
that event about that she just shared with me.
Yeah.
20 seconds and you were lost. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to begin again.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I probably
That's
wasn't.
why I like to record it.
Yeah, I probably wasn't there the way she wanted me or needed me to be, but.
Let me ask you this: when you met him,
Yeah.
when you 6 years ago, when you were first dating him, did it seem like he might have some concept of a shadow of how you were feeling?
You know what? He watches a lot of movies. So I don't know what character he was the day that he introduced himself to me.
We both watched movies and
So, he wasn't who he really was. That's just pretty much what it is. And when I tell him, you're just not the same person that I met, he says, well, you're not the same person that I met.
Yep.
It always goes back to, him.
Were you ever a salesman? I mean, did you?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, I did that. But, to go back to what she's saying that.
No, let's get back to the sales, man. You need a job. He gonna make you $150 million a year. He will make you $150 million a year. He gonna wake up every morning motivated. What is it? The mango scrolls or something? The salesman job when you're a salesman, door to door, virtual, cold calls, whatever, bro. You need it. He got it. You need it, he got it. And the key to why he's going to be successful, because like I said, regardless if it's raining, if it's snowing, if she got on his nerves, she can never get on his nerves. She ain't never going to get on his nerves, bro. You either talking or you interacting with somebody, you here, you there, you moving around. And that's the origin of that job. That's the pedestal of that job. That's where it began. That's where it started. If you can really, I don't want to say embody that, embrace that. If you can embrace that, you'll be successful. You'll be successful because I found, my personal opinion, a lot of the world, myself included, I'm like, we can rap, but like, give me 20 feet, like back up a little bit. People not really approachable like that. People don't really want to be approached like that. So if you're an outgoing person and you can say, hey, I got 20 cars on this lot. Let me tell you about this one. Now, this one right here, this is the SRT 15972. I'm sorry, not SRT. We only Chevy, yo. We only Chevy. This the ZR1. This the ZR2. This the 1LT. Yeah, all of that. And you're enthusiastic about it. It doesn't have an option but to influence the buyer or to influence the other person. They may not buy from you, but they'll remember that interaction. They'll remember that interaction. So maybe at the end, or when they finish their search or something like that, he was cool, but I really want to fail in that. That can get you a sale. That can get you a sale. So I just feel like he has a personality that can be infectious. His personality can be infectious, and that's why he keep turning around and looking at the people in back of him, because he feed off of that. He gonna feed off of that. So if they laughing and going, let's turn it up. They laughing and going, let's turn it up.
How was I when she met me, Your Honor? You know how I met her? I see her and three girls. One of them was a friend that I,
You are talking to the gallery. I hear nothing that you're saying.
One of them was a friend that I worked with. And I did see Natalie. I did kind of notice her, not from afar, and I was like, well, let me go see what they're doing over there.
If
so I walked over and say,
don't go over there and stand in that witness box, I'm going to shoot you with a tranquilizer gun. Stop it.
I said,
I'm done. Mrs. Barnett, tell me about the $3,600 you're seeking from Ms. Bailey, that you're seeking from Mr. Barnett.
I had a Taurus, Your Honor. This man that tells everybody that I don't let him be a man. I never let him be a man. Goes on Craigslist, finds someone that says, I'm gonna clean your credit up. He tells him, okay, I'll clean it up for $600 for you and your wife. He's okay. I don't have that money, but my wife does have a car that we can give you. So he talks to me about it. I'm like, well, okay, you always say I never let you be the man. I'll let you make this if you really feel that he can really help us clean our credit. He gives him my car. I told him, if I don't get my car back, my credit's not clean, I want it back. He said, okay. Next thing you know, he's filling out the paperwork to give him the car, and our credit never got clean.
What happened, Mr. Barnett?
We were both in search of cleaning up our credit. We wanted to make new steps, and get a house, try to save, which we can hardly ever do these days.
Let's stay on topic here if we can, Mr. Barnett.
So found this guy online that says he can clean our credit for $600 or a car. So I figured $600 or a car, we got two cars.
That sounds suspect to you right there.
Yeah, no,
I can clean your credit if you give me your car.
That internet, he loves the internet, Your Honor. That's what
the thing about it, I said, what do you think? She goes, well, hey, baby, yeah, we might as well go ahead and do it. Clean our credit up.
No, don't put it on her. You can't put that on her. And I'm going to be honest with you. This is why you in sales, bro. This is why you in sales. You supposed to finish the deal and then you bring the deals to me because I'll close them. If you meet somebody on Craigslist, would you trust a person on Craigslist with your personal information? That's just, you'd have been better off just posting it online and saying, hey, can somebody help me out of it? Man, stop it. Stop it. Again. Personality, check, you got that, all of that, but it's fun. Bro, that's just common sense. That's just common sense. Even it can be what is it? Loretta Hewlett, whoever do the taxes, whatever it can be a tax turbo representative on Craigslist. I'm still not going to. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that, bro. And it ain't nothing wrong. To go back to the sales thing, it ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't nothing wrong with that. That's good business. That is good business. You get that sale, you bring that sale up to my desk in my office. I said that. No, I lied. I lied. Hey, T, come check this out. T coming to the. Y'all know how they be. Y'all know how they be. They be coming into the room. I need you to check. I need you to check on the self. 694.
No.
We'll be good. So I was like, go, thank you. See, I'm glad you're here.
The only thing I want to know from you, Mr. Barnett, was the conversation you had with Mrs. Bailey about whether or not what you do. Did she agree to it? Did you promise to get, if it wasn't right, that you would give her car back? Did you do that?
I think she said, yeah, maybe she didn't like tell me to do it, or I know she said something like, yeah, I'm down, so that means you're good.
Right. But after that, did she say to you, if it doesn't work out,
No,
you
she
have
didn't say
to get
that.
me my car back or the money?
She was in for the long ride.
She was in for the long ride.
She was in for everything.
Here we go. Mrs. Bailey, he may be a little controlling, I don't know or not, but he needs to be controlled. Like, he's just ongoing, nonstop, uninterrupted, constant, and I see that.
Wrong.
And he is who he is, and you've got to know that and make the move that you do. Mr. Barnett, there's no help. Hey.
All right. That was perfect.
You're the most annoying person I've seen this week, and that's saying something. I don't know how you did it for as long as you did. God bless you. You must be a very patient woman. Having said that, I will say this. It's got to make sense to me before I can make an award.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense to me that you said, if it doesn't work out, you'll get me my money back.
Right,
I think you were both working. I think you were, for all the nonsense that he talks, I do believe he told me the right story on that one. Because it doesn't make sense that would happen. That's not the kind of conversations that married people have. So I cannot award you any money. All I can do is award you your freedom. Goodbye, Godspeed. I'll see you later. There will be no recovering this matter. It is so.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
He gonna talk out the door.